You know, my friend, getting old is like running a marathon you never signed up for. The knees start squeaking, the back sounds like bubble wrap every morning, and don't even get me started on the memory. Half the time I walk into the kitchen and forget why I'm there. But here's the thing. Some of the biggest debates among us folks over 70 aren't about politics or technology or even who makes the best coffee. Nope. It's about showering. How often should we shower after 70? You'd think it's a simple question, right? Hop in, scrub up, hop out. But oh, my dear friend, it's not that simple. At my age, even taking a shower can feel like an Olympic sport. And the truth is, what you did when you were 30 or even 50 isn't necessarily what your body wants or needs when you're 70 or beyond. So grab a chair, get comfy, and let me tell you everything I've learned about this strange, slightly slippery topic. Because trust me, it's more important than you think. Let me take you back to the day it all started. I was 71 when I first questioned my shower routine. Before that, I was a daily shower guy, no exceptions. I believed if I didn't shower every day, I'd turn into some smelly old recluse that cats avoided. But one morning, I slipped. Yes, right there in the shower. My feet betrayed me like an old friend. My backside met the tile, and let me tell you, those tiles were colder than my ex-wife's heart. Ouch! Luckily, I didn't break anything, but it scared the living daylights out of me. My doctor told me, "Paul, you've got to be careful. You seniors don't heal like you used to, and maybe you don't even need to shower every single day anymore." I looked at him like he was crazy. "Not shower every day? Are you trying to make me smell like old socks?" He laughed and said something that stuck with me. "Paul, as you age, your skin changes. Showering too often can actually do more harm than good." That was my first real wake-up call into this new world of elderly hygiene. And that's what I'm here to share with you, so you don't end up making the same mistakes I did. The truth about aging skin. See, friend, when you're young, your skin is like a shiny new car. It's strong, full of oil, elastic. You could shower 3 times a day and it would bounce back. But after 70, oh boy, your skin becomes thinner, drier, more delicate. It's like an old piece of parchment. You scrub too hard or too often and it tears. Daily hot showers strip away natural oils, leaving your skin itchy, flaky, and begging for mercy. I learned the hard way. I started noticing these dry, scaly patches on my arms and legs. I thought I was turning into a lizard. Turns out I was simply overbathing. So here's something that might surprise you. What if I told you that showering less could actually make you feel better, look younger, and keep your skin healthier? I know it sounds strange, but let's keep going. So how often should we shower after 70? Experts say that after a certain age, 2 to 3 times a week is more than enough for most seniors. That's right, not daily. Now, before you wrinkle your nose and think, "Paul, that's disgusting," hear me out. Unless you're out there running marathons, wetting buckets, or rolling in mud, your body doesn't get as dirty as you think. A light sponge bath in between showers is enough to stay fresh. Your body naturally produces less sweat and oil as you age, so you simply don't need as much scrubbing. But here's the trick. It's about how you shower, not just how often. Use lukewarm water, not hot. Hot water is like a thief, stealing away your skin's moisture. Go gentle. No harsh soaps that smell like industrial cleaner. Mild, fragrance-free cleansers are your new best friend. And moisturize right after, like immediately. Think of your skin like a thirsty plant. Give it a drink before it dries out. My light bulb moment. I remember the first time I cut back on my showers. I went from daily to every other day. At first, I felt weird, like I was breaking a lifelong habit. I kept sniffing my armpits like a paranoid teenager. But after a week, my skin started feeling better. Softer, less itchy. I wasn't shedding flakes like a snowstorm anymore. Then I took it further, every third day, with sponge baths in between. And guess what? I was fine, actually better. My doctor said my skin looked healthier. That's when I realized sometimes less really is more. But what about smelling bad? The fear of smelling like an old person. I get it. No one wants to walk around like a stale loaf of bread. Here's the truth. Bad smells usually come from bacteria building up in certain areas. Armpits, groin, feet. So even on your non-shower days, just wipe those spots with a warm washcloth or use unscented baby wipes. Keeps you fresh without a full-on shower. And please, for the love of everything holy, change your clothes regularly. I don't care how comfy those old pajamas are, don't live in them for a week straight. Clean clothes mean a fresh smell. A funny story about old people smell. Let me tell you a quick one. I was at bingo night a while back, and my buddy Joe leaned over and whispered, "Paul, do you smell that? Smells like someone's been keeping a rotten sandwich in their pocket." Turns out it was him. He hadn't changed his shirt in 4 days. I told him, "Joe, you're single-handedly proving the stereotype about old folks." We had a good laugh, but he learned his lesson. Now, friend, before I go further, I want to pause and say something. If you're finding this helpful, if you're enjoying our little chat here, please hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I promise I've got plenty more senior secrets to share. Funny, emotional, and downright useful. It helps me keep going, and it lets me know you're out there listening. All right, back to our story. The hidden dangers of daily showers after 70. This part isn't funny, but it's important. Falls are the #1 cause of injuries for seniors, and most of them happen in the bathroom. Wet, slippery tiles, that's a hazard zone. Standing too long in hot water can make you dizzy, lower your blood pressure, and next thing you know, you're on the floor. So reducing your showers doesn't just save your skin, it reduces your risk of falling. When I realized that, it hit me hard. I didn't want to be another statistic. So I made my shower safer. I got a shower chair, some non-slip mats, and a handheld shower head. If you're over 70, I highly recommend it. It's not just about how often you shower, it's about making sure every shower is safe. And here's another little fact to think about. Did you know that showering too often can even increase your risk of infections? Overwashing damages the natural barrier of your skin, making it easier for bacteria to sneak in. When I learned that, I thought, well, Paul, looks like skipping a day in the shower isn't being lazy, it's being smart.
So there I was, down to showering just 2 or 3 times a week. And let me tell you, I was feeling fresher than ever. But the real challenge wasn't convincing my doctor or even my skin. It was convincing my pride. See, there's something about cleanliness that's tied up in our self-worth. When I was young, my mama always said, "You don't leave the house without washing up, Paul. What kind of man are you?" So daily showers got stitched into my identity. But getting older means unlearning a lot of things. It means adjusting, even when your ego puts up a fight. That's when I came up with my little motto: clean enough to be confident, safe enough to stay upright. And with that, I crafted what I now call my Paul Walker Sr. shower strategy. Let me break it down for you, just like I would for my grandson, who still thinks he's invincible because he drinks protein shakes. The in-between days, how I stay fresh without the full soak. I know some of you are thinking, "Paul, what do you do on the days you don't shower?" Well, I've got a system, and no, it doesn't involve cologne or sitting in front of a fan. 1. The sponge bath ritual. On non-shower days, I grab a soft washcloth, warm water, and a gentle cleanser. I target what I like to call the big three: underarms, private parts, and feet. It takes me all of 10 minutes, and afterward, I feel like a brand new man. Sometimes even better than after a full shower, because I didn't have to wrestle with slippery tiles. 2. Wipe and freshen. I keep unscented baby wipes or adult cleansing wipes by my bedside. These things are little miracles in a packet. After a nap, before bed, or after sitting outside in the heat for a bit, I just freshen up real quick. 3. Dental hygiene is non-negotiable. I don't care if I haven't showered in 2 days, my mouth is getting brushed, flossed, and rinsed twice a day. Ever meet someone whose breath could strip paint? Don't be that person. 4. Change of clothes every single day. Even if I'm just moving from one chair to another in my house, I change into fresh clothes every morning. It resets my mood, helps my skin breathe, and makes sure I don't smell like I've been living in my own laundry basket. And here's a hot tip. If you wear the same pants again, at least change your underwear. Don't make me call you out like I did my friend Joe at bingo. Why seniors should stop feeling guilty about showering less. Now let me get a little serious for a moment. There's a lot of guilt we carry as we age. Guilt about not being productive. Guilt about being a burden. Guilt about not doing things the way we used to. Showering less is often tied up with that. We feel lazy, dirty, less than. But let me tell you something, my friend. Taking care of yourself in a way that actually suits your age and your body's needs is not laziness, it's wisdom. There's dignity in adapting. There's grace in letting go of outdated habits. I wish someone had told me this when I turned 70, so I'm telling you now. Funny story, the great shower disaster of 2022. Okay, you've been patient with all this wisdom, so let me reward you with a good laugh. One night in 2022, I got the wild idea to take a late night shower. It was summer, I was sweaty, and I figured I'd cool off. Well, I didn't realize my grandson had adjusted the water heater earlier that day. I stepped in, and suddenly freezing cold water blasted me like it owed me money. I slipped, tried to grab the curtain for balance, but I forgot I'd switched to one of those fancy lightweight ones. The thing ripped clean off, and I fell backwards, naked as a jaybird, right onto the bathroom floor. Thank the Lord I'd installed grab bars and a rubber mat. I wasn't hurt, just cold and deeply embarrassed. What made it worse? My daughter walked in because she heard the crash. She looked at me, half laughing, half panicked, and said, "Dad, why were you showering at 11 p.m.? I said, "Because I wanted to feel young again." She said, "Well, now you just feel slippery and sad." We both laughed so hard, I forgot I was lying on a wet towel. Lesson learned, never shower late and always check the water temperature. Let's talk about smell again, because that's what scares people. I can't tell you how many folks have told me, "Paul, I'm just afraid of smelling bad. I don't want people thinking I've given up." Let me set the record straight. Smell isn't about frequency. It's about targeting the right areas and wearing clean clothes. Think of it like this. Your body has 3 zones that produce odor. If you clean those areas properly every other day, or even daily with a washcloth, you'll smell fresher than someone who showers daily but skips their laundry. Also, don't underestimate the power of a good fabric refresher. I spray my chair and pillow with lavender spray. My daughter says I smell like a cozy hotel lobby. That's a win in my book. Emotional truth. What showering means after 70. All right, friend, I want to get real with you for a moment. When I was younger, I showered because it was routine. It was about looking presentable, smelling good for work, for dates, for family dinners. But after 70, showering became something different. It became a reminder of what I could and couldn't do. It became a risk. It became humbling. You start realizing that everything takes more effort than it used to. Even turning on the water, even bending to wash your legs. And that's when I understood that cleanliness isn't just about soap and water. It's about care, self-care. And sometimes that means doing it differently than you did in the past. I want you to hear this loud and clear. Taking care of yourself at your own pace, in your own way, is enough. You are enough. The ultimate senior shower routine. When it is time for a full shower, here's how I do it safely and comfortably. 1. I set everything up before I even step into the bathroom. Towel, non-slip mat, soap, clean clothes, all ready. 2. I use lukewarm water, never hot. 3. I start with my face and work down gently, no harsh scrubbing. 4. I sit on my shower chair for half of it. I'm not proving anything to anyone by standing the whole time. 5. I finish in under 10 minutes. Long showers just dry you out. 6. As soon as I step out, I pat dry, never rub, and moisturize while my skin is still a little damp. Takes me maybe 15 minutes total. Feels like a spa day without the spa prices. The ultimate senior shower routine. When it is time for a full shower, here's how I do it safely and comfortably. 1. I set everything up before I even step into the bathroom. Towel, non-slip mat, soap, clean clothes, all ready. 2. I use lukewarm water, never hot. 3. I start with my face and work down gently, no harsh scrubbing. 4. I sit on my shower chair for half of it. I'm not proving anything to anyone by standing the whole time. 5. I finish in under 10 minutes. Long showers just dry you out. 6. As soon as I step out, I pat dry, never rub, and moisturize while my skin is still a little damp. Takes me maybe 15 minutes total. Feels like a spa day without the spa prices. The deeper meaning. At 80, I've learned that it's not about how many times you shower. It's about how you feel in your own skin. Showering less has given me more time, more safety, and healthier skin. But more importantly, it's taught me to let go of old expectations and embrace the reality of aging with grace. So if you're over 70 or caring for someone who is, don't measure their worth by how often they step into a shower. Measure it by how they're living, how they're smiling, how they're adapting. Final thoughts. My friend, aging is not about giving up. It's about adjusting with dignity. Showering 2 or 3 times a week doesn't make you less clean. It makes you smart, safe, and kind to yourself. So the next time someone asks, how often should seniors shower after 70? Tell them, enough to feel fresh, safe enough to keep living well. And if you found comfort or clarity in this little talk of ours, go ahead and like this video, leave a comment about your own routine, and subscribe to the channel. There's a whole lot more I want to share with you about aging with humor, wisdom, and heart. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to stay clean, safe, and human, one day at a time.